What's up, YouTube? This is Man of the Cloth 91, Pastor Cody, youth pastor of One Way Youth Ministries. I'm glad that y'all could show up. I'm glad that you could make it. Today, what we're going to be talking about is daring to be different and God lifting up a left-handed generation. Now, why a left-handed generation, you'll see here in a little bit. But for this generation, okay, this is very important. Okay, this is not 1953. God is not going to do the same thing with me that he did with my grandmother or my grandfather or my father. Sorry, he's just not going to do it. Too many Christians today have become too traditionalized. And you know, honestly, the pharisaical religiosity is, man, it's a buzzkill. Sorry. Okay. Today what we're going to be talking about, though, is it's going to be out of Judges chapter 3. Okay, the story of Ehud and King Eglon. If you don't know the story, okay, King Eglon, a good king for the most part, right? Diddy bopping along, wins the war, does this, that, and the other. Well, he ends up turning against God, okay? And the people of Israel serve him for 18 years. Well, God decides to send them a deliverer, Ehud. Now, what makes this interesting, and you might think I'm crazy, but what makes this interesting is Ehud was left-handed. He was left-handed. Now, why is that important? You say, well, he was left-handed, no big deal. Well, you have to realize that back then, we didn't have pistols, okay? They had swords. And when you drew your weapon, if you were right-handed, what happened? You reached on your left side. Oh, it's starting to make sense now. You reach on your left side to draw your weapon. Okay? God made Ehud left-handed for a specific reason. Okay? Now, Ehud's doing his little thing. The Bible says in Judges chapter 3 that he makes himself a dagger. Okay? Straps it to his right side. So he's diddy-bopping along. He goes, hey, man, I want to talk to the king. And he says, all right, man, but we got to search you. So what do? They search his left side. And they say, all right, guys, he's clean. He don't look like no warrior anyway. So he goes on in. And the Bible says that he goes into his own particular VIP room, so to speak. Okay? Goes into his own little room. And he's talking to King Eglon. And the Bible says he was a very fat man. Okay? But he goes in and he takes his dagger and he stabs him with it. And he kills him, and boom, he delivers the nation of Israel. Now, why is this important? Okay? Why is this important? Because most churches have this grand illusion that everybody is called to do the same thing at the same time at the same place. Wrong. Okay? I'm sorry. That's not how it works. God has called each and every one of us to be different. Okay? Just like Ehud was. If he would have been the same as everybody else, he would have strapped his dagger to his right side, and boom, he would have been caught. But God designs us, and guys, this is what's important. God designs us, God designs each and every one of us individually and differently. Okay? And he's going to do something miraculous in all of our lives. Okay? So what am I saying? My whole point for this video, I told you that 3-4 minute story for this. Okay? God is raising up a left-handed generation. There's somebody out there, I feel it in my spirit. There's somebody out there that's saying, look, I'm different. God's not going to use me. I've done this. I've done that. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. God has called you to do something amazing. God is going to do something amazing with you. Just because you're different doesn't mean God won't use you. Okay, he's not going to use you the same as he has used me or other pastors or maybe leaders in the church, worship leaders. He's not going to use you the same way because you might have, just like Ehud, you might have something that is insignificant that you might not think is important. But I guarantee you, what he has called you to do is it is going to be. It's going to be very important, and it's going to be a very crucial asset into what he has called you to do. God's raising up a left-handed generation, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready to see what God is going to do with this generation? Dare to be different, guys. Dare to be different. All right, guys, this is Man of the Cloth 91. My name is Pastor Cody. It has been great talking with you. Until next time. God bless. And remember, Romans 1:16 says, I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God and the salvation of those that believe. I love you guys, and until next time, bye-bye.